Hey there, I'm Yeshua. I've been tanking since Paladins were forced to cross-dress to get into raids. With Season of Discovery out, Paladins are the new warriors, and Retribution tanking is catching fire. So I'm diving headfirst into this dungeon debate. I convinced a holy Paladin, Aristel, to spam her heal button on me while I single-handedly turned Deadmines upside down.
Yes.
Twice.
Nice.
First, I'd use Retribution Spec, and second, Protection. The goal was to collect the thing responsible for 100% of bad decisions disguised as good ones. Data. Would Protection Spec make a big enough survivability difference at level 25? Would the damage output and healing from Ret Spec overshine it? Here's how it went down. Spec's Retribution, I'm slicing through mobs like they're made of torn butter. Crits popping left and right. Threat levels off the charts. It felt good. And for the most part, I wasn't really noticing the mob hits. There were a few times where things started to get pretty uncomfortable. Particularly when the one thing keeping my healer motivated, Cookie's Siamese cat, dropped on the first run. Luckily, she's a good friend and stuck with me for both. Anyhow, when mobs stacked up on me, I was feeling a bit nervous in Ret, but we made it through. Van Cleef required a lay on hands. It was a good fight. Spec's Protection, I noticed a significant damage decrease. Even though I was using the same runes, same gear, same skills, other than swapping Seal of Righteousness for command, the fights were taking longer. Besides the extended time to make my way through the instance, there seemed to be a noticeable difference in Aristel's ability to keep up with the heals.
Landlubbers are tougher than I thought.
But we'll look to the data to confirm that. Van Cleef felt a little better this time around, but still needed lay on hands because it took a lot longer to take him down. Now time for the cold hard numbers. As you can see, the Prot Spec took a full 10 minutes longer. 84 DPS in Ret versus 64 DPS in Prot was definitely the primary cause. My damage taken per second was a bit of a shock. In Ret, I was taking 23.2 damage per second over the course of the instance. In Prot, I was taking 22, and whatever Prot did for the damage taken was made up entirely by healing, because Ret Divine Storm healed 5 heals per second and only 3.5 in Prot. Now here's the one place Prot did firmly beat Ret. As Ret, I needed 3 lay-on hands throughout the run, and as Prot I only needed 1. In both specs the final boss required the LOH, but in Ret I got into trouble twice more. And that was the key that the data doesn't show. The times when things went wrong, Prot saved my ass, whereas Ret was a bit of a liability. So what's the answer then? If you're tanking 5-man dungeons and want to make all the DPS feel useless by showing them your huge D, spec Ret. You'll be the talk of the town. But when you're ready for BFD, go Prot. Not so much for the insulation, but Blessing of Kings and the extra hit percent is gonna add way more to your chances of success than losing slightly more impressively to the Hunter's Pet on the damage charts.